Mr Deputy President, I rise to move private members' business number 2558 standing in my name and speaking about drought again. But for me, this comes from more than having read or listened to a media headline or news grab. It's direct experience. My grandparents were on the land and at Hay on the Murrumbidgee River when I was growing up, and somehow they survived many a long, dry year, though certainly not unmarked. The 1970s, when the area was a dust bowl as far as the eye could see. Then 1982 into 83, when that sometimes mighty river barely trickled past and the red sand from its dried out bed blew back under the door and through the windows, no matter how many times you swept it out. So many instances that the people of our regions have borne and suffered through in such a way. So severe can they be, they can literally cripple a nation, bring it to its knees, as we saw with the Federation drought at the turn of the 20th century. In that instance, the economic saviour, a rust-free strain of wheat cultivated by a Queanbeyan grazier, William Farrer. Drought isn't new and history repeats, but what can also be repeated is good governance when dealing with such incredibly adverse conditions, and currently that is just not happening. According to DPI's combined drought indicator, right now almost 52% of the state is currently in drought or on the brink. Some 12 out of 15 local government areas have been declared drought affected, stretching from the south to the east and out west. It's not, though, about stats. It's people and livelihoods and a constant struggle that is becoming more devastating by the day. At the Southern New South Wales Drought Summit held in August, almost 500 people came together, from farmers to agronomists, rural suppliers to local councillors, and politicians too, and they pleaded for help. Pleading that's clearly fallen on totally tone-deaf ears. They're not asking for sympathy, they're asking for action, like that occurring in Victoria and South Australia, where there is direct government drought relief as they face similar circumstances. One New South Wales beef producer described how water and feed costs have soared while pastures have vanished. Another summed up the burgeoning hardships. We're in a financial drought to follow the actual drought. And in the face of all of this, the New South Wales Labor Government tells us it's monitoring conditions. While it monitors, dams are turning to dust. While it reviews, the last of the topsoil is literally being scattered to the wind. As a regional mayor stated, there's a clear disconnect between government policy and on-ground reality. Mr Deputy President, we know drought is an insidious thing that doesn't strike like floods or fires, but ravages slowly and perniciously. It creeps in quietly, but the signs are there and they build and gather momentum. That's precisely what has happened and is happening throughout these areas. Yet despite warnings from councils, producers and industry groups among them, this Labor government has failed to act decisively or adequately. The Nationals and Liberals could show them a thing or two if only they'd take it on board, because we treated drought for what it is, a natural disaster. We delivered the New South Wales Water Strategy, the first 20-year plan for water security across the regions. We established the Drought Innovation Fund, providing substantial long-term low-interest loans to improve on-farm infrastructure. And we rolled out direct drought relief measures, short-term emergency assistance that kept families in their homes and the doors of businesses open. At the national level too, the former federal coalition government played its part with the establishment of the Significant Future Drought Fund, a $3.9 billion investment. Yes, the Commonwealth has now announced $27 million nationally, but seriously, that's little more than a drop in the cracked, dry bed of a parched dam. It must be backed by real, direct state support, and a $250,000 loan scheme, personalised coaching and peer-to-peer case studies from this Labor government just don't cut it. Mr Deputy President, regional New South Wales deserves better than government members who constantly parrot that they're taking it seriously. Our people deserve more than pity posts on social media and photo ops in dying paddocks. They need and deserve immediate practical support, because what's being offered isn't providing a safety net. It's a mirage, a false reality. No water and no help. We have to learn from the lessons of history, how to be better prepared and future-facing. What's happening now needs to be faced up to, fully and comprehensively addressed.